If you've ever been to Ivey Gardens greenhouse, you know how beautiful the plants are. It's part of the legacy of owners Glenn and Gail Ivey that's known all over West Texas. Well, sadly, Glenn and Gail passed away recently within a few days of each other. KAMC Laughead spoke to their family about a love story that bloomed for nearly 70 years.
Yeah, Brian, Glenn and Gail Ivey were married for 67 years, and they were pillars of the South Plains community, running a number of businesses and very active in their church. Now, after years of health problems, they got COVID-19. He died on October 5th, and she died on October 9th. For 67 years, they were inseparable, and they died just 4 days apart. Here among the poinsettias and the marigolds lies a lifetime of memories.
Everything that they did in their life, their passion was here. They loved this greenhouse probably more than anything that they had ever done.
This was the pride and joy for Glenn and Gail Ivey, who started the Ivey Gardens greenhouse with their son Mark in 1986. A sort of second act for the couple, but their love story spans nearly 7 decades. It begins in Plainview in the 50s, and it actually wasn't love at first sight.
Glenn was asking her if she wanted his autograph like all the other girls in Plainview because he had just finished with the show, and she said she didn't like country music.
In 1952, Glenn was sent to fight in Korea, serving on the front lines as an Army medic. In his downtime, he sang for the troops. When he came back, he performed as a country western singer, even appearing in a movie. But that didn't impress the former Miss Plainview at first.
I think my dad had to chase my mother somewhat.
They were married September 1954. They had 2 children, 5 grandchildren, and 10 great-grandchildren. In life, they promised to follow each other anywhere. And they made good on that promise, even in death.
They loved their life together, and I think they were ready to end it together.
Glenn died first, separating the couple for the first time in 67 years. Gail followed just 4 days later.
She always said that she didn't want him to outlive her just because she was always kind of his caregiver. I think that was her plan all along.
She felt like she could not go until Dad did.
He was 90, she was 89.
It was bittersweet. You don't want either of them to have to grieve each other.
I believe it was answered prayer, personally. I believe God rescued them.
They began life together, and now they rest together. But their legacy lives on in their family and in the continuing growth at their greenhouse they loved so much.
We look at the beauty of it, we look at the life in here, and they will always be in our hearts and our spirit.
The family told me that they have found peace knowing they're together in heaven, and they're thankful to have had so many wonderful years with them.
We're thankful as well, Lord. Thank you so much.